అలాగరా నేను చూస్తే లవ్ యూ అంటాడు రికార్డ్ అవుతుందన్న పైసలు వచ్చి
They are not uploaded that 23 video.
Hello.
Hello? Mind Magic Team is not uploaded the 23 January video as of now. So right now, again they are charting that. I don't know what is happening. So maybe that is big video or something. So again they are responded.
Hello.
Hello? Hello? Am I audible? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, hi Krishna.
Yeah, I think you are using earphones.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
yeah,
why.
actually,
Voice is
that,
not audible.
yeah.
Your voice is, I can hear you, but my voice is not audible to you, I guess.
Yeah, now it's audible. I've actually my speaker was muted, so that's what.
No problem, no problem.
Okay, so give me a moment, then let me share my screen, then we proceed.
Okay. No problem.
Okay. So we will discuss API part today,
Okay.
documentum API.
Okay.
Previously, we discussed the DQL, documentum query language,
Okay.
right? So, what are the documentum API? Documentum APIs are the methods, or we can say documentum APIs are the commands that directly interact with the content server, right? I mean,
So
these
it is
are
a
the,
command.
yeah, that commands interact with is used to interact with the content server. Similar to the DQL, as we are writing a DQL and we work for object. I mean, we can create object, delete object like this. Similarly, APIs also we have a commands through which we can create object. mm, I mean, do such this object management.
One question here. So the API can be used for all the servers, like you said that initially content application and hello,
No, API is only used to interact with the content server only. I mean, same
content
to the
application.
DQL, as DQL also used to interact with the content server. So I mean, API is just, you can say, the counterpart of DQL.
Okay, okay. And one more question here. So API is generally the term is used for the third party application. Like example, if any app is developed, means that login
Yeah.
or credentials can be
Yeah.
developed through API. In this API, what is that difference? Like that API and this is inbuilt API, or someone is developed that API and documentum is adopted this API for this query purpose. Example, you said that user management also user can be created either three methods or four methods. One is LDAP and one more is directly connecting, and third is for API. By using that API also user account can be created like that. So in this context, what is the API reflects here,
Right.
and what is the history of the API in the documentum? So why
Mhm.
it has been used? So is there any distinction between the user management API or this DQL? I mean, content server command. So is there any difference between this both of? And also is there any other APIs also present in the documentum?
Okay. So first of all, what is a API? API stand for Application Programming Interface.
Ah,
Right.
okay, abbreviation. I got it. Yeah.
Right. It's a kind of interface, a programming interface, where you can interact with the application, right, through which you can interact with the application, right? So API is similar to the DQL. We have a DQL where we can write DQL and see how many objects are there, what all are the objects are there. We can create objects, we can delete objects, modify objects, right? Similar to that, we have some direct methods. So let me tell you one thing. For example, if we are doing a select query, select star from dm underscore document, what we are doing, we are selecting some objects, right?
Right.
See, I mean, in case if I have to achieve same thing, I mean, I have to select some object.
Okay.
One way we have a DQL,
Okay.
another way we can have a API. I mean, either I could uh, put a command to the DQL, put a command API command to the content server. Then also then I can see the objects. Either we can I can write a DQL and can fetch the objects.
Okay. Is there any other methods also in the
Yeah,
document?
I mean, we have a documentum foundation classes, DFCs as well, that we will discuss. I mean, I will show you that how to write a code. I mean, DFC is a Java codes basically. So through the DFC as well, DFC is also kind of API.
Okay. What else? Only three methods?
Only three methods, right?
Okay. Okay.
DQL, API, and DFC.
Okay.
These are the programming interface. We have other methods, but they are the tool itself.
Okay. What are all the tools methods?
Tools means DA is the tools, right? Composer is a tool,
Okay.
document is a tool, right? These are the tools. Tools we have I mean, a couple of tools, but the programming interface where you write programs,
Okay.
right? I mean, DQL is kind of a programming, you can say. I mean, you need to write some commands in a specific language,
Yeah.
right? It's not a tool basically. I mean, there is no such a kind of tool. I mean, right? You need to write a program. That program executes and provide you the results. Are you getting my point?
Okay.
I mean, DQL is kind of a programming, right? I
Mhm.
mean, you write instructions. Programming is what? Programming is what? It's a collection of instructions.
Right.
You give instruction to the computer, and computer works. I mean, in form of language, and system works as like that. Similarly, DQL is what? DQL is instructions.
Right.
Similarly, the API is also instructions,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Uh, uh, so we have a couple of tool where we can write APIs,
Okay.
right? And uh, uh, process. I mean, further. I mean, we can interact with the content server. So initially, we will discuss three tools.
Okay.
One is a DA. Second is a documentum manager. Third is a document.
Okay.
Right. DA you are already aware of, right? So let me show you so that, right. Okay. Now let's start with that. So what is a server API? Server API is instructions. I mean, or you can say what are the APIs? APIs are the instruction that directly sent to the content server by the client. I mean, by the any tool, you write certain instructions, right? So what are the instructions? Instructions are in form of server API calls.
Okay. Server API calls means what is that?
I mean, servers. I mean, in form. I mean, it's kind of a method, so you can say server API calls. API calls means you write a method. I mean, you call those API,
Okay.
right? I mean, you call these methods. I mean, you call these method. I mean, you write one method. Let's say select. To select, you write a select method. Right? You give the in form of, you call that method, and that method is in form of an instruction, kind of instruction to the server. I mean, you're giving the instruction to the server. Just you have to select particular object,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So this API, I mean, though these are plain English language, but it internally gets converted into DMCL. DMCL is kind of a one documentum language that is called documentum,
Intent library.
yeah, client library.
Very good.
That yeah, it's, I mean, if you remember, I told you the
The first class
machine,
you told me along with the dog broker and
right? So yeah, I mean, though it interacts like that.
for a
What?
language, I guess library will be there when we are comparing SQL database library. Java means Java library. Documentum means documentum library.
Yeah, library. I mean, library is a kind of a collection of functions. I mean, what are the library? Library is kind of a collection of books,
Okay.
right? Books in the sense where all the collection of knowledge is there, right? So DMCL, client library, is something where you have written so many APIs. I mean, you collected so many APIs,
Okay.
right? I mean, for example, if you are you are you are writing a select, right? So how the computer know that you are trying to call select? Somewhere it the corresponding language is written, right?
Yes.
It, I mean, system go to, I mean, when you write select, then system, I mean, certain definition is written for that particular select word, right?
Right.
Are you getting my point? I mean, if I say, uh, I mean, for example, we have a one code word, right? Let's say, I mean, and the code word is that if I say, if I ask you select, then you have to delete something. If I ask if I say select, then you have to delete something. Means, for this select word, we have written some definition, right? Some
Mm.
instructions internally,
Right.
correct? So if you write select, means somewhere the definition is written, so that's why computer is able to understand, right, what you are trying to, what you want.
Right.
I mean, computer is not intelligent enough to do anything. You make the system intelligent, right?
Right.
Right. So how you make the system intelligent? By writing a code or by writing some definition. So whenever that particular word, system find that word, you know, the, I mean, it works based on the definition written or instructed to the system.
In same way like binary language.
Exactly. By, I mean,
The same
I
way,
mean,
the commands or the code which we are going to write on to the system. So then system will get understand. Same for one more example, Java when you are writing code that virtual machine will convert that code to binary digits, and that
correct.
system make it understand. So same way here we are using such a command to get understand the system and also as well as we will get certain output when we are giving some input to the hello
Yeah, I'm getting you.
same way or
Exactly. It is the same way. You are, I mean, you are understanding, right? So let's, I mean, I showed you the DQL syntaxes, right? I
correct.
mean, select syntax, modify syntax, update syntax. Similarly, let's see what is the API syntax, server API syntax.
Okay.
The one, what is the, I mean, you ask me why we are using this. I mean, if we have a DQL, then why we are using this? Though I will take this question answer in my further slide, but I mean, in further slide we have this, I mean, DQL, when to use DQL and when to use API,
Okay, okay.
right? But still, let me give you,
Introduction.
uh, I mean, why, if we have a DQL, then why we are using IP?
Yeah.
So see, sometimes, even if you remember that, even the last time I also tried to explain you. So see, sometimes to write a DQL is little typical or
Okay.
tough. You cannot write a complex DQL, or if you are writing, I mean,
Okay.
Are you getting my point? I mean, if you write a difficult DQL or most complex DQL, then system also will take too much time to make that workable,
Right.
to function according to that, right? I mean, for example, if I write a too much complex DQL, or if I write, so definitely system will, the performance of system will be degraded,
Right.
right?
Mm.
Right. And sometimes, in case we have some other way around where we could achieve the same things without writing a DQL, without writing a complex DQL.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is that method where you do not need to write, but you can achieve the same things.
Right.
For example, if you have to modify any value in the DQL, you have to write a update query, right?
Sorry, please.
In case if you have to update attribute value of one object,
Okay.
right, through the DQL, you have to write update query. Are you getting my point? I mean, we have a update query, right? Update objects.
Right. Right.
Remember?
I remember. Yeah.
So we have to write update query,
Yes.
right? And now we have a DQL to update query. So do we have any other way around? So we can update the particular attribute. Yes, we have a other method via API also. We can do the same thing,
Okay.
and the API by performance is more. As compared to compared to DQL, the API is by performance is more faster than DQL,
Okay.
right? Because API interact directly with the server.
One question here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether these APIs are inbuilt in the DQL, sorry,
Yes.
documentum,
No.
or we need to purchase from third party and
No,
install.
it's inbuilt. This is a inbuilt.
Okay. Okay. Tell me.
It's
Please.
a inbuilt tool. Yeah. So how DQL work? If you, I saw you. DQL gets converted into the SQL,
Yeah.
and then it interact with the database,
Yes.
and then it provide you the result.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah. So two or three processes are there in.
Exactly. Such right. But the API direct with the content server,
Okay.
or you can say, but with the repository,
Dark base.
right, with the dog base, and provide you the result.
Right.
Correct. So it's, at comparison to DQL, it is more faster,
Faster and
right?
and then
And it's easy to write. Another thing is easy to write as comparison to the DQL,
okay.
right? I mean, mostly developer prefer API rather writing a DQL.
Okay. Okay.
So you have to understand this API concept in a good manner, so that in case if you go for any kind of admin task,
Okay.
you can execute that admin task through the API,
Oh, okay. Okay. Got it.
right? Two things I told you. See, though we have a option of via DA, you can do same thing via DA, right?
Mm.
Documentum administrator as a GUI, but DA is not exposed to everybody.
Okay.
Even that is not exposed to. For example, if you are a developer, you are a developer, or you admin team, so there might be possible that you do not have a production access of DA.
Okay.
For example, your task to update one object.
Okay.
Let's say the object name is an attribute. Object underscore name is an attribute of one document, and you have to update that name of that document. The value of object underscore name. Right. Now, and this you have to do in a production, and you do not have a access of production.
Okay.
How would you do that? So what, I mean, because you do not have, so directly you cannot do, right?
Okay.
So what you will do, you will write either DQL. Either you will write a dequal and provide the dequal to the corresponding team who have the access of a production. You can just instruct them. I mean, either you make a one user guide where you will write a dequal and with the instruction how to execute this dequal. So
Right.
they people, because they have access, they people follow that user guide and execute that dequal, and the task will be fulfilled.
Yeah.
Or you give them API script. I mean, create one script, make API script, provide it to them, and ask them to execute it to the server.
Okay.
It generally happens. I mean, this is the way of working, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's why I mean we are more giving a stress to these.
So priority to the API method in
Right.
system also, right?
So what is a syntax? Syntax. First of all, we write a method name. There are a couple of methods. We have to remember those methods, right? Maximum 7 8 methods are there, and their methods are similar to the dequel. I mean, the naming nomenclature is similar, so that it is easy to recognize. You can easily remember them, right? Just a little efforts required. Otherwise, you can easily remember them. In case if you do not, you cannot remember, at least by writing, I mean, by looking this PPT, you can recognize and you know how to use that, right? So in this PPT, in this session, just just try to understand how to use it. Do not focus on the how you can memorize it. Rather focus on how to use it, right?
Okay.
Method name, then comma session, then addressed object. I mean, which object, because documentum I mean, treat everything as an object in system,
Right.
right? So just you have to pick up that object ID of where you are working on it, I mean, on which this method to be applied,
Okay.
and then certain arguments, right? Argument could be a one or many more than one.
Okay.
For example, in case you want a one property value, you want value of one property of that particular object,
Okay.
right? So there is a get method fetch the property value of, right, property value of that particular object. C always denote with the session, always C, wherever, if it is written C in the APIs, means it is a current session. I mean, it refers for a current session, C,
Okay. C means current session.
right? And then R object ID, because, right,
Not
on
this
which we are working.
standard one. It is 099.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember, I told you what is R object ID.
System generated ID for the
Exactly. So that's a, so because
or for object underscore ID.
right, because system treat everything as an object,
Tag system generated tag.
right? And this is the property object underscore name, right? One of the property, and you
Ah,
want,
right, right. You shared me one guide.
yeah, what is the value of object underscore name for this object?
Okay,
So get will give you the answer.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So even let me see, we created one FIR copy, right? Right. Here's the object underscore name, right? Object underscore name. I hope you can see.
Object underscore.
Let's say we have this object, right? We pick this object and want to see what is the object and value of object underscore name for this object.
Okay.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's we copy this object, our object ID,
Okay.
and we want to see what is the object underscore name value for this object. So
Okay.
here's a, I mean, you can see is the option of API,
Right.
right? Or similarly, you can click on API script. API, you can call one command. In API script, you can call it multiple commands, right? I mean, right.
Okay.
I mean, both are the same thing. Just one place you only, I mean, only one line you can write, and another place you can write multiple lines.
Okay.
So uh, we saw first method name get is one method. Get comma C is for current session,
Okay.
right? Then we already copied our object ID, right?
Mm.
And we have to see what is the value of object underscore name,
Okay. Value
right?
or
Now we'll see the value. What the system tell us what is the value of object underscore name.
yeah. Name only value. You mean to say
Yeah.
I got
If I see the query got executed and it provided fir underscore copy dot pdf is the object underscore name. Even you can verify from here. See,
okay.
right?
Right.
Similarly, here's the legal process. There is a one another object. The name of it legal process. Just copy the object ID. Right. I just copied,
Yeah.
and even let me clear the log. If I execute it, see legal underscore process. You know, otherwise, what we need, what I mean, same thing. If I need to do through dequel, then what I need to do?
So
See, same thing. If I have to do in a dequel,
select this from command.
then I need to write select object underscore name from
Uh, object ID.
from dm sys object where our object
ID.
id is equal to this. See, and then it show you legal process,
Right. So lengthy.
right? This is the dequel, and the corresponding API is this. We can achieve the same task. I mean, same thing.
Right.
You got my point, right? What is the difference between API and dequel now?
So it is a simplified
Yeah,
uh,
kind of. I mean,
from the uh, doc base. Sorry. From the
so
database.
I think you got this. Get will give you the one, right? uh, Object value, whatsoever object, I mean, as an argument, whatsoever attribute you define or what you provide, it give you the value of that particular attribute.
Okay.
Correct? I mean, object name is an attribute of this type of this object.
Okay.
Now, right. I, right, I will come to this these two. I'm right now, I'm just uh, then I'll come back to these slides. I miss, I mean, I skipped these three slides. I'll come later on these slides. I mean, once I'm completing this PPT,
Yeah.
right? Later on, I'll come this. So, I mean, similarly, you understood, right? First of all, we have to write method, then comma, then C, comma, our object ID, then comma, attributes,
Mm, so,
right?
command first is we can write
Yeah, I
method
mean, this is the way of writing a command, right? I mean, in case,
and then
yeah,
section.
you see, you can see here method name comma session comma address object and then argument means method name is a get, we had a method get comma c comma r object id then comma object underscore name,
Correct.
right? So so far you saw the get command. So we have a further more commands, and let's see what is the purpose of it,
Okay.
right? So what commands we have? We have a to create an object, right? uh, we have a create command, set file command, save command.
Okay.
right? Create command, set, I mean, we'll see the use of it, how to use these commands. To update objects property, we have a append command. I mean, same commands that we were using in DQL.
Okay. Little bit, I mean, truncate added here. Yesterday you said truncate. It's not there.
In DQL, I was saying,
Ah,
here's our API.
okay. Append, insert, remove also not there, I think.
Insert, right? Remove it is not there in the DQL,
Mm,
right? Because DQL has to follow SQL syntaxes,
yeah.
right? I mean, I mean, mostly they has to follow. Otherwise, because they are bind with the rules,
Okay.
I mean, rules and regulation, right? By the community, the database community has the certain rule. Any product that, I mean, if we call that as a database product, then he has to follow that syntaxes, or kind any query kind of, if we say, then they has to follow the syntaxes. So that's why. But these are the different thing. API is a different thing, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, append, insert, remove, set, truncate to update objects. Similarly, we have a to delete objects. We also have an API to delete objects. That API is called destroy.
Okay, okay. So there we use that delete command.
Right. I mean, in case you need to delete, just write a destroy. It will destroy. Otherwise, what we had to write, delete from DM. Right. That all query.
Okay, equal, equal.
Exactly.
So these are all the main objects, or apart from that, any other commands also there? Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are all the commands some existing or existed or any other
I
command
mean,
was
uh,
there in the
yeah. I mean, all these all are commands are the out of the box. I mean, it is not like that you can design your own commands. Already predefined commands are there, and you have to use that.
No, no, I got your point. But apart from that, is there any other commands also as well? Like you explained me in the first section for the Linux, for the grep command and all to search the string or text in the Linux, right? And also there will be pwd and cat command,
Yeah.
sudo command,
Hmm.
and so many commands are there in the predefined process in the Linux. So
Right.
with respect to binary objects and other
Mm.
system defined objects. So
Yeah. I mean, yes. I mean,
like that same way in the API also, if
yes. Some more commands also it has.
we are
Yes.
restricted to these things, or is there any wide variety of commands to switch over or to write that query in such a sophisticated manner?
Yeah. I mean, it has some more commands also. It has.
Okay.
But these all are what I have. I am
All the
trying to explain.
primitive commands which can be used in the routine job, I got
Yeah.
one. So,
Exactly.
is there any exceptions or any other, like you shared me like the objects and all very massive book, massive dictionary. So same way in the API commands, whenever it's any out of the box commands, you said that these are all the specific to this. So apart from that, is there any custom defined or system defined command over in? I mean, are there in this API? That is my question.
Okay. So, uh, yes, we have some more commands, but we cannot create our any custom commands, right? All the commands are out of the box,
Okay.
right? We cannot create.
So if you have that one, means you please share. I won't disturb the request.
Yeah. So these commands, I mean, these are, I mean, the frequently used command. I'm that telling you, what we are frequently, even mostly we are using, right? Most of the time, what commands we can use. These all are the commands. So let's see how it works. I mean, that very in detail. Create command, right? I mean, create command. Create command is just to create object of a specified type. What is the syntax? Create, comma session, comma that particular object type. That's it,
Oh wow.
right? I
Mhm.
mean, See the syntax. Sometimes we have an attribute, sometimes we do not have.
Uh,
Set command. Set command assign the value of object's attribute. And the syntax is set comma session comma object ID and particular attribute index. What value are going you want to save, right? And that particular value, what value you want to save. At
means set command mainly assigns the value like inserting or
inserting, correct.
inserting
Inserting a
and
value,
okay value of the attribute.
right. Set file, we have a one more command, set file. Set file to upload a file, right? I mean, for example, you created an object and you want a document to that object. I mean, for example, you want to upload a file or associate a file from your system, right? Then set file comma session comma object ID, then file name. Here the file name is the complete file path.
Okay.
For example, if it is in C drive, D drive, like this,
Okay.
then complete file path and then format,
Okay.
right? Save command saves the object to the doc base. So, for example, if you execute this command, right? Hello,
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah.
right? Then it will not be implemented until you are calling the save command,
You mean to say that create set or set file?
right? At the end you have to write this save.
Uh,
Then
okay.
I
If
mean,
you're not saving that one, then it will not store.
yeah, it will not be reflected. I mean, it will be rolled back immediately.
Okay.
For example, see 1 2 3 you executed, and at the end you forget, you missed to execute the save command. Then above step will be rolled back,
Okay.
right? So to I mean, I hope you remember one term that is called commit,
Yes, commit and rollback is the TCL language in the SQL. Like
right?
commit means you can commit that value in it, and rollback means you can put
Right.
the.
So everything will be committed. I mean, these are above commands in a script only committed if the person execute the same command. Otherwise, they will be rolled back,
Okay.
right? So again, I mean, see, if you are writing a dql, for example, you a long dql you written and click execute, so it will be executed. You cannot stop, right? Right. In case here, if you execute, so far it will not be executed, not be updated till the save,
Okay.
correct? So that you can capture any error. I mean, for example, you have done any mistake, then you can look back and you have a chance to stop that error. I mean, in case if you did any mistake in the by writing these commands, or in the commands, if you by mistake, if you are, let's say, if you by mistake you are updating any value, right? So that can be stopped.
Okay.
See this one script, complete script.
Okay.
Create comma c comma sop doc, we are creating one object. Then we are setting object name, set comma c comma l comma object name with department proposal. Then we are setting another value. Then we are setting another value, and then we are using a set file. See, set file and attaching document with that object,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And at the end, see, we are executing save command, right? So if this save command is not executed, then above thing will not be reflected in the system.
Okay. Maybe the file itself entirely
Yeah,
is
everything
not.
temporarily will be done, but will be reflected once this save start working.
Okay. Right, got it. So mandatory, the user has to do that save command once after this create and set
Right.
commands will be given. So
Correct.
otherwise, there is no use
Right.
whatever
So
command we have.
similarly, we saw the save, set file, save command. We have these other commands as well.
Mhm.
Set you already aware with. Insert, it insert a value into a repeating property, right? Whenever we say the repeating, then it is must to provide an index value.
Okay.
Append, similarly append comma session comma object id attribute. Append is just add the value at the last index at the end of that, right?
Yesterday you told me in the detail also
Right.
command and insert command difference.
Right.
Uh,
Similarly, we have a remove. To
okay.
remove a value from the index, particular value from the repeating attribute, we have a remove. Through for the remove, it is mandated to pass the index value. But
One.
for
Okay. Okay. Like remove is a kind of delete command. No?
yeah, I mean just kind of a delete. I mean,
And
and we have a truncate command. Truncate, what the truncate do? Truncate
all the
delete all the repeating value attributes. I mean,
all the repeating only.
right.
So
See, earlier we have to provide index, but in case of truncate, we are not providing any index.
simply we are giving as
So
it is so that
so it remove all.
remove all, including table. Sorry, including.
No, no. It only just for removing attribute. All the that particular repeating attribute.
It will not remove objects.
Yep. No, no. We don't want. We just want to remove the attribute value. See, for example, we have a case ID, right? Someone wrongly updated case ID,
Okay.
or someone wrongly entered some case IDs.
Okay.
Now, what is our task? Our task is to delete that case ID.
Correct.
I mean, we have to remove the value for the case IDs.
Okay.
So what we can do? We can do this
Okay.
truncate.
Okay. Remove. Okay. Remove means only one value or the routine property, but
Right.
trying to remove all that. Okay.
Sorry, come again.
No, no, no. I'm just reading that paragraph.
Okay, okay.
Remove means only one value. So, and the truncate means all the values in the repeating property.
Correct. So here's we just by example it is shown.
Oh,
Right. Same thing.
correct.
If if you set comma c that author, I mean, for with the set you have to provide index value c 0, right?
Okay.
So he's the author, right? It added this value. Tom is.
Okay.
I mean, it will add a value over here. Same thing. I mean, you can either, I mean, with the set you can write insert as well, and same thing with the insert, you it is mandated to provide index. In case if you use append, with the append there is no need of see, there
Yeah.
is no need of index.
Yesterday you told me index and
Y-
value is not required. But yesterday you told that append means last you can add that value.
yeah, see, here's adding last, Mike Abner.
Okay.
Yep.
But no index value required like that. Yesterday you already told me.
Right, no need to provide append. See,
This
here we are not.
rule is applicable here also in the equal rule, in the APA also.
Yeah.
No, my question because I thought it's like contemporary and we don't have any uh, dependent queries like DQL, but one or two, I mean, names are different, but the logic will be the same.
Same, exactly. Logic is the same.
Okay.
Yeah, just way of mm, implementation is different.
Okay. The syntax is different, I understand.
Yes, sir.
But the means we are not using that two or three or more than that words in between, like where and equal to and those things, and some comments also, and the object ID references. We are just writing the simple command with the object ID or something, and we are just specifying the values or name pertaining to this pertaining to this query.
Hmm.
Is it correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, this that's syntax is only a difference. Even you can use the same remove, truncate, append, insert, same way you are using an DQL, just way of implementation. Even the logic is the same, right? Even in case I mean, what is the one another benefit of it? For example, let's say you I mean,
Sorry, execute.
you executed, let's say this is the one script, right? You executed this script,
Okay.
but later on you saw, I mean, there is an error in this script.
Okay.
Even it called the save as well,
Mhm.
right? The later on you saw by mistake you associated a wrong file, right? So what you can do, you can execute reset. There is a reset command as well. Reset comma c comma l. It will reset above commands, I mean, reset the status of this whole command. It will reflux kind of,
Okay.
right? I mean, like this. So for example, see, if you look at this, we executed this command, and while saving it started it giving error, right? So what we can do, we can execute reset comma c comma l, and then further we can correct our script and further can execute, right?
Okay.
Right, these all are the command to manage objects, right? Create and update at create objects, update objects value, right? I mean, object attributes value, and like this. We have some more I mean, one more command to delete object, in case we want to delete whole objects, right? Then we have a command destroy comma c comma object id. What this will do, this will delete whole object, this delete this id, whole object will be deleted. Means
Destroy. Okay.
oh, whole row will be deleted.
Okay.
This.
Okay.
Now you were asking that what are the additional commands, right? We have a additional command like checkout, check-in, unlock as well, right?
No, I saw this slide because until you are explaining that this thing, but I didn't get anything. So I'm just getting this gradually making understand so to the commands and all. So I just asked as a part of this training. So I just saw, I mean, even I glanced the slides also. So I thought maybe there will be commands of huge in the database. Documentum is not a single subject, so it may requires a lot of objects. So in order to get such values as per the organizational requirement or report requirement, so that's the reason I just asked only the defined commands, or is there any other commands out there, same like operating system and in a documentum also? The question basically states that apart from the command which are specified in the slides, is there any other commands which can be helpful in future?
Okay, sure. Got your point. Okay. So we have a checkout command. Checkout command, you know the what is a checkout check-in, right?
Yeah, if user open the document,
Uh,
hello,
yeah, yeah.
just to user open the document is not, I mean, open the document and just exited
Y-
without checking.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let me explain. For example, if user has to edit a document, not open, edit.
Yeah.
I mean, edit any existing document that are there in the system. What it do? So during the editing, system apply a lock on that document so that other people cannot access the document, right? I mean, do any modification.
Correct.
So this process is called checkout. I mean, in the system, if you are checking out, it download that one copy of that document into your local system, where you can do the editing and further dip. I mean, upload the document. That upload further uploading process is called check-in.
Mm, okay.
Like checkout. I mean, checkout means that file is downloaded in your system, and check-in file gets uploaded in the system, get back uploaded to the system.
Okay. Okay. Checkout means file will be downloaded.
Yeah,
Check-in means
check-in means
will
that
be
file again uploaded into the system. I mean, it was downloaded for your, I mean, so that you can modify the document.
okay.
Right? I
Got
mean, for example, it's a Word file, right? So you will download it, then you can upload, open that file in MS Word and can update, right?
correct.
Then, I mean, once your update is done, then again you have to give that file back to the system. I mean, so that another person if you download, so that he could see the changes, right? What you have made.
Correct.
So that process is called check-in,
Okay.
right? Right.
Right.
For example, let's say one, I mean, let's say you, I mean, there was a one user, right? Finance guy is there, and he has to update so many documents. So what it did, he checked out so many documents, right? So 5 6 documents he checked out,
Okay.
but and that he did at the his last working day,
Okay.
and because he has a last working day, he missed to check in,
Correct. Correct.
right? Because if he is checking out the document was downloaded in his laptop only, right? And at the because it was the last working day, so he just submitted his laptop and left the organization, correct? So no one can access the system, right? As per the compliance, that system get um,
Correct.
correct. So because he just checked out the documents, so the documents are logged, right? Because system apply a lock on those documents, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
So how you can unlock those documents, because these documents were logged, unlocked by one other user. Either only that person can, either that person check in or cancel checkout. I mean, he can perform this. So what the system administrator can do, even not system administrator, you need a super user permission for this.
Okay.
What the super user can do, only super user has a right to unlock these documents. I mean, he can remove these locks,
Okay.
right? How? I mean, when I say the unlock these documents, means you are doing cancel checkout. I mean, you are canceling the checkout process.
Unlocking. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unlock means cancel checkout. So system remove a lock on those document without saving any changes, means canceling. I mean, whatsoever modification you want to I mean, your intention was to modify the document during the unlock, you you cannot modify anything, right?
Great.
Hmm. So remove a lock without saving any changes means unlock comma session comma object ID, right? So who can unlock these documents?
Mm. Who is having privileges?
Super user,
Only super user.
only super user, right? Remember this point. Only super user can unlock this document. And how to unlock? So what you need to do, you need to find out all the objects ID of that, right? Let's say the 10 objects are there, 10 documents are there. You need to find out the object ID and make a query like this. This query in the sense, the script like this: unlock comma c comma object ID, unlock comma c object ID, execute it. The system will be unlocked. I mean that all those documents will be unlocked. But who has to execute this API? Super user has to execute. If any normal user execute this API, that system will will give an error that you do not have a sufficient permission.
Okay, so this is the by default super user only can do this, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
uh,
let me-
can you please come again? I didn't get your point.
No, I'm just saying this unlock feature only done by super user, not by the administrator. You mean to say in the real time also.
I'm sorry, still I miss. Can you please come again?
Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
So you can able to hear my voice, right?
No, I can hear you, but the interpretation I didn't understand. So can you
No, no,
please?
no. What I'm saying, so you said that super user only can unlock that lock,
Correct.
so which is done from the user. So in the real time also same that super user or person only can do this activity or admin also can do this unlocking activity
Only super user can do this activity,
by default in the real time also.
right? In the real time. So, for example, as I told you, only one or two users are a super user. Rest four five are the admins, kind of,
Ah, that you have explained.
right? So
Me
you
too.
have to, yeah. I mean, if you are an admin, that you have to create this script and provide to the super user so that he can log in with their account, with his account, super user account, and execute.
Oh, okay. What?
Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So either you can request super user, okay, this script, but you have to prepare a script first,
So
because
first to
super,
write the script
yeah,
first, then only need to send.
yeah, you just forward this script to the super user. Just this is a script, or they will give you a additional permission of super user during that period of time when you have to execute. Then in that time you can execute.
Okay, okay, like that also.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So it happens. I mean, in general scenario, they will make use either super user that particular admin or system
Then
with that account and execute this.
either we can go for direct or we can take that
Yeah, and this is the frequent task that you have to do. Frequent
unlock.
unlock, because people
Yeah,
forget.
people used to, so if the attrition rate is there in the company, and also sometimes people will go for it. That time is there any urgent document which have to be created and submitted to client. So that time also this feature may help.
Exactly. I
And
mean,
also if
though it varies to condition, right? I
health
mean,
insurance, long leave also. So the work should not be stopped. That is the ultimate goal of this.
correct, right?
Mm,
So, I mean, based upon my experience, I'm telling you, because people forget. I mean, they do and they leave the. I mean, generally the attrition is like that, but they forget to. So even this should be, even you can tell organization. I mean, because this is kind of activity that people forget, and it hampers the work. I mean, for
and
example, let's say super.
it will extend the work and timeline. It will have
Exactly. Effort, yeah.
yeah. Timeline is very important for client
Time,
and
right.
that
So in case if super user is not present, let's say, I mean that super user is not present at that particular event of time. So as a part of exit management. Let's say you can ask them how many. I mean, you can provide the users a list that following documents are checked out by you.
Okay.
So you need to uh, cancel check. I mean, check in before leaving the organization or before such a period. One another thing is a transaction.
Okay, transactions.
Right. So I mean, what is a transaction? Transaction is a set of operations to be complete at one time, at a single time.
Okay, okay,
Let's say you have to perform four operations,
okay,
right? And you want either all four operations should be completed or none.
okay,
Sometimes we have a requirement like this, right?
okay,
Either every work should be done or nothing should be done,
okay,
right? So in that case, documentum provides a one special feature that is called transaction. What you can do, you can execute all those operations within the transaction,
okay.
right?
Yeah,
Then, right, you can execute within the transaction. So in that case, all the all the commands will be executed,
okay,
or in case if any commands have any exception or any error,
okay.
then all the command will be rolled back.
Okay. Mean to say you are saying that the transactions is nothing but number of operations at single time. Hello?
Right, correct.
The group of operations that to be
Yes,
completed is one time, right?
right,
So the single operation time also it should complete.
right.
So until if there is any operation, so any error in this operations are there, then again
Right.
it roll back for the.
So sometimes we have a kind of dependency. See, for example, if we are creating this document and this document has a dependency on this, right?
Okay,
In that case, what we can do, we can achieve this requirement within the transaction. Let's say uh, uh, you have to create one SOP document
okay,
and then has to create CR document, change request, right?
okay,
Right. So if that CR is not approved within a particular time period, let's say CR, I mean, let's say 5 days time you have decided, either, I mean, and you give the business that only within the 5 days you have to approve this CR, otherwise CR will be deleted from the system,
yeah, okay,
right?
yeah, yeah,
So many operations are that, right? SOP creation, that approval within a 5 days, right? So many things are there, right?
approval,
Right. If anything get missed, then you need to delete complete, right? Complete the things.
while the transaction is a group activity or single, like a group chain activity, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a chained activity.
One
Correct.
chain activity in one operation also not performed, then definitely again it will be not executed fully or it will be distracted from the
Ri-
challenge.
Right. So what we need to, I mean, for example, how we implement this, there is a one command begin tran comma c, and at the end commit comma c.
Okay,
I mean, just write all the statements between this,
okay,
between to this, right? Between two commands. So in that case, it will treat these all commands, all the script, all right, as a transaction,
okay,
correct?
okay. You mean to say the group of transactions, group of operations,
Right, correct.
these are multiple, so all the operations should be performed under a single branch or single tree. So it's nothing but a transactions. So to perform this transaction. So these are all the three commands which are listed in this slide, right?
Right, correct.
So in this transaction, there are some uh, so there are some different commands which are quite uh, differ or quite distinct from the standard operations. Like so under this transaction, these are all few commands which are defined by API.
Exactly, correct. Right.
Yeah. So 1 minute, hello.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Intran is like open transaction, like a start or create a transaction.
Mm-hmm.
So that is name is different, like a begin like a create transaction. So next commit is closes this transaction after saving changes. Means what? So here we have mentioned earlier, like the save will be the last command
Uh,
for any of any query.
Correct.
Like, so
Right.
without saving, we cannot go further, and also the command will not using that save command.
Right.
So
Right.
here there is some additional command we are using for exclusively for transaction. That is called as a commit. Commit means it just closes the transaction.
Correct. Yeah. See, let me show you. Um, right. So legal underscore objects. What was that? We have a so we have a one SOP underscore doc, right? Right. What this command is doing, we are creating one SOP object
Okay.
and provide and setting the name object name of that object as test dog one.
Okay. Here again, L means what? L means command.
Sorry, come again. Which one?
L.
Yeah. Okay. L. L is last returned object. See, first command will return one object. Even see, let me remove this. See, if I execute this, it create a object ID, right? This,
Ah, this
right? Yeah, it refers to L. It this is equal to L,
last
right? Last return object, because this command is returning one object. See, if you see, we were writing a commands like this:
okay.
set, comma c, comma r object ID,
Okay.
comma object name. If you write like this, we were writing like this,
Mhm.
but this is a system generated ID, right? This,
Okay. Yeah.
and we are newly creating a SOP doc. I mean, we are creating a new object of SOP doc. So new ID we doesn't know, right? What would be the new ID? Because system will generate a new ID and right.
Mm.
Are you getting my point? I mean,
Yes.
so that's why we write L. Whatsoever the ID will be generated will refer to this L.
Sorry. Sorry. Mm.
object name test underscore doc1.
Sorry, I uh, didn't get the thing.
No, what you didn't get? L.
L C is the command. Sorry, C is the uh,
C is a current session.
C is the current session. I got it. So
Yeah,
L, you mean to say whatever the object which is created earlier means first line.
first line.
So that from the first line it will take it as a L or how it will be, how it will.
It will take, see, the whatsoever the value would be there, it will reference to L. That value will be referenced to L.
Mm,
Means,
okay.
see, right now it's a DDA, right? See, look at this. Let me execute one more time this. It was DDA, right? DDA.
Yeah.
Got it? If I execute this, DDB,
Okay.
again execute, I see,
Means
it's
it's going
giving a new script, new number, right? Right? New number. Are you getting my point? It's every time gives a new number.
to.
So another command, we have to set object name of this object ID. Object name, value for the object name of this object ID. So
Value of the object. L.
right, object ID, right. So in case, I mean, either we write L, or what we can write this object ID, this, right. But this time, do we know this? What would be the next value? I mean, if I again execute it, do we know what would be the value of this? No,
Already.
because system is generating, right?
Yeah.
So that's why, because the what will be the in future we don't know. That's why we write L. So L is a reference variable that by default pick the value of above line. That is called last returned object. I mean, this is the object value, right? This is the
Means,
object.
example, you mean to say if you are writing that object which is created in the first line, that object if you are copy pasting in the second row, then again we are system generated means we never know next one what is there.
Right.
So
So
instead of that, we are using that L alphabet to know the object ID of previous one. So the system generated means automatically it will take its
right,
copy pasting the
right.
object ID in the second line.
Yeah,
So
correct.
use that as a simplification or to know that next object we are using that instead of copy pasting the object ID in the previous line.
Exactly.
Or we can use that object ID of previous also and
Yeah, if we use, then always, I mean, it would be hard coded. If I write any object ID, this will be a hard coded, right? Every time if I write this instead of L, if I write this, it always be go for this ID, not a current ID. What is creating?
okay.
What is creating by first line?
Means it is a showing that variable this L means whatever there in the system for the next
Right.
object ID. So
Yeah.
that it will take.
So
Once we are giving that value, so in that particular value only system will
right. So now look at the save command. If you look at the save command,
okay.
this save is especially for only this command. See, because we are writing L everywhere. I mean, just for only this object ID.
Okay.
Right. Similarly, here also we are writing, but it's another object, right? Another object and LL. I mean, this save only work for this only.
Okay.
Similarly, this. Similarly, this. So
Okay.
if I do not write this save line,
Okay.
if I do not write this save line, then this will not be work. This command will not work.
You mean to say that code or the script we need to
That particular, right, only the particular section will not work.
separately we need to write.
Right, right. So
We
what this
cannot
command?
plug that all together in one,
Hmm.
because we are making that as object is separate, so that the script also will be separate, and save command also every time we need to
Right.
write end of the statement.
Yeah.
But it is
So yeah,
very, we are not saving that particular document will not execute, and also it will not save the content have written previously.
exactly. So what I'm trying to see, this script, this is the four scripts,
Okay.
and is creating a four objects and saving object name doc test doc 1, test doc 2, test doc 3, test doc 4. Correct?
Okay.
It's a four right, four scripts, and these four gets executed and create a four. So what we want, either all four objects should be created or none should be created.
uh, sorry.
Our objective is either these four objects should be created. In case any issue occurs, then none should be created, nothing should be created.
uh,
Either, I mean,
okay.
either these four scripts successfully executed, or if any error occurs in any of the script, then all should be rolled back.
Okay.
So
You
what we'll
there
do,
also
yeah,
you
begin
cannot take it as a further, and again it's going to.
tran comma c, and at the end we'll write commit comma c.
Okay, you just now told this is a part of transaction,
Right, this is now it become a part of transaction.
because earlier and all we are just closing that query with save command.
Right. So
So as you said, transaction will
here
stop.
also we are closing the query. See, save.
Correct, but here we return like as per the previous slides, you have specified that it's a group of operations, set of operations.
I mean, here you can write two another like this. I mean, yes, it's a set of operation.
Okay.
This is a one operation, and we are setting the title, right? Another variable title, and it
Here
is.
one question I have.
Mhm.
Why to write the object ID creation, four lines of code. Instead, we can write and or for this thing. So either that chance is there here, or we must follow this pattern of this query.
No, you are saying here we are creating a four different and unique objects. Mm,
Correct. So
mm.
instead of uh, doing that, we can't skip the steps in the three pieces of code, and we just specify the test dot one, two, three, four in a single bunch of query. That
No,
is possible.
that is not possible. See, because this L refers for one object. I mean, this four lines is only for one object. This, I mean, this section is only for one object.
Okay.
This section is
You just
only for one object.
and are some unique IDs, which
No,
are the IDs we cannot club together.
exactly.
So in order to achieve that object ID of different, we need to have the different query. Okay,
Hmm.
to get the targeted result. Right?
Correct, exactly.
Okay.
So if, I mean, all these query will be executed, and now why I'm telling you this, right? For example, business ask you, you have a uh, 10,000 of document, and you have to upload this document into the system.
Right. One more doubt here. I think you are saying that that maybe I will ask. So last previous one or two sections before I asked the same question. If you are remembering.
Mhm.
So instead of writing just several objects, so how to make that as automated to do, I mean, to write the query either in API or DQL. So is there any automation tools will be installed in the documentum by default, or we need to purchase and install and connect to this server to automate the task. So I mean to say here you can write some 4 or 5 pieces of code and to execute that object. But in case of real-time environment, so once the admin person sits and writing this query, so it may we take lot of time to get this or to create this object by using these transactions. So, is there any alternative or automation tools available in the documentum?
No, you have to make it, I mean, on your own. No such tools are available. I mean, if some companies provide, but they are a kind of, I mean, you are just asking them to develop a tool for you.
No, 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 no. I am unaware or I'm oblivious on this question. So, you have gone through such kind of requirement in the previous or current or the futuristic company. So, you have any such requirements so far? If you have gone through means you can tell me.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you can just ignore me.
yeah. So let me tell you two requirement. I mean, so one of the, I mean, company was using Omnidocs.
Okay,
Omnidocs is a CMS by the Newgen. Newgen is a company,
okay,
and they have that tool, and the business was using that tool. And due to the compliance issues, they have to migrate the system to the documentum,
okay.
right? So what they did, they extracted all the data from the Omnidocs to the one hard drive, right? I mean, and maintain all the metadata into the Excel format,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And they ask us to upload these documents into the documentum, and that the data was in a TBs,
Ah,
1 terabyte, 2 terabytes, like this,
okay.
right? And so there was a huge excels, correct?
Right.
So in that case, what we did, we write scripts like this
Mm.
and execute it. Now, for example, we make a script, I mean, like this. I mean, here we have created only for 4 objects. I was making for 100 objects,
That.
right?
Mm.
Let's say in 99th record, the script got failed.
Okay.
So how would I know that what all objects got created?
Okay.
So that time I want either 100 would be successful or nothing should be created, so that I able to know that only the 100 documents got created, rest 100 documents are not created.
Correct.
That's why this is the way transaction is important.
Mm, mm, mm. I got your point, but still, that answer I haven't. I mean, I'm not looking for. But my question is, so like you are explaining that example or instances, so which you have gone through. But one thing is like, for example, in the ERP software,
Hmm.
so in SAP, I can say. So they have converted from the Microsoft Dynamics to SAP migrated. So the
Hmm.
Microsoft Dynamics having certain amount of materials and quantities in the system which is maintained earlier. So
Hmm.
the company wants to migrate the Microsoft Dynamics to SAP. So they have used that LSMW tool that is called as a legacy system migration workbench. So they are using that tool to migrate the data of Excel or CSV format to migrate to SAP. So it is a tedious task and they taken almost 10 or 15 days to complete that data uploading into the SAP. So they taken one third party or some EDI tool, electronic data exchange or interchange. So to make the process faster and to deploy the SAP into the production environment to make user friendly. So the same way you given such example of the Omni-CS, which is done from Newgen, like the dumps of data, which is available in the old system, but they are migrated to the documentum. So in such cases, what are all the third party tool apart from that object writing? What are all, is there any alternatives are there? So you initially given answer saying that the developer will develop a tool for the company to simplify the process, but like the same way you have gone through any single such process during this you have got some rich experience, right? So in the documentum sector, so you have gone through any such kind of requirement, so that developed a tool or you familiarize with that particular application in order to simplify this process. That is my question. Apart from writing this group of transactions,
Hmm.
so you give an example. I completely agree with the statement and the example which you have given. So, is there any alternative or is there any other application or tool you have built for this for this activity?
Okay. So, I mean, though, yes, of course, there are tools are available. I mean, I mean, this migration kind of tools, they are available, but they are too much costly in terms of business go with those tools. So rather, you can create your own tools. You can write in Documentum. You can create your own tools.
So, what are the tools and how to do this such things in order to data migrate?
Uh, I mean, various companies are there. One is the FME. FME. I mean, FME. You can search for FME.
Sorry, sorry.
FME. FME is the one of the company. They create such a tools. I mean, migration tools. I mean, the business and the tools can be purchased from them. Such kind of, or you can create tools like this. You can create a API script, save it into the batch, and execute it.
So,
Yeah.
because still my answer is not good. Okay, you mean that you are trying to give the example, but still uh, I haven't got clear clarity. You said that migration tools are available, but the companies will not use. You mean to say?
Yeah. Company do not use because they charge too much high cost.
Okay.
I
But
mean,
companies like they will not looking for cost and all. Example, some IT companies. I'm not saying the farmer. So that Dell or some Deloitte
I
or
mean, yeah. I mean, even they have. I mean, basically, what I mean, see, this is, you can let's say, I mean, you can create the script and save it like this, and sell on your brand name. So Documentum is kind of. I mean, they have provided so many APIs. Anyone can create a tool.
how to do that tool and
Sorry,
how to develop the tool.
um, tool in the sense this. I mean, you can save it. I mean, this create this script. I mean, here just I have created only for four.
The transaction, right?
The
So
right
tool means it is again the name or the
tool. No, tool doesn't mean that it should have a GUI. Right? Tool doesn't mean it's like this. Tool is kind of a solution. I mean, you have some problem, and the solution is a called tool.
okay.
Tool doesn't mean that a particular software. Right? When I say the tool doesn't mean the software. Tool could be a script. Tool could be a Excel file. I mean, just tool could be a Excel. Tool could be anything. Tool is equal to the solution of a problem.
Mm.
Are you getting my point? I mean, you have a business problem that you have a 10,000 of document and you want to upload into the system,
Ah,
documentum system.
correct, correct.
You want a solution for that, and that solution is called tool.
Okay, I got it. I completely agree. But I'm okay. I'm not sure in future what uh, that's required. So you maybe you came across that such requirement. If I'm not wrong, so
Hmm.
that time how you done this like 10,000 or 20?
Uh,
That is my
so,
question.
I mean, I prepared this. I mean, I prepared this API, such kind of APIs. and executed it. I mean, just like this.
Like
As
10,000
I'm
you have created.
sorry.
10,000 you have created like this.
Exactly. I mean, that I will let you know how to create to 10,000 APIs in a bulk. That is a part of a course. I will let you know that. Even if you remember, I told you, I will let you know how to. I mean, see, we have a data in Excel like this,
Mm.
like this. We have a data, and I have to create APIs like from this. Let's say this, and this is a data, and like this, we have such a data. So we can create a script in a fraction of second for this all.
How to,
That I will let you know how to do. I mean, technically, I let you know that's a part of course. But yes, we can do, and I will let you know how to do that.
because even yeah, for to my knowledge, I can give one more example also. If
Mhm.
organization wants some training records, no, from manual to LMS, okay, so they will use some JavaScript kind of thing. So then the JavaScript also they will write some query in the JavaScript so that
Java,
uh,
Java only, not Java.
no, I given some other example
Mhm.
for to my knowledge. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, so many options are there. I mean, it is not only a one stick option. You can stick to a one. You, I mean,
No, no,
you,
no. I'm just saying in the interview prospects, they may
yeah,
ask me if I should able to answer right
yeah,
in the real time environment.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
part of this training because you are saying in the continuous series without any disturb relations and all. But with the same flow, how to do in the real time environment, such requirements are comes. So I cannot look back aside and need to think or need to scratch my head, right? Need not scratch my head if you are saying in such a solution, so that I can also ace the interview and tell that
okay.
interviewer.
So
So
okay, I got your point. So do one thing, just go through this PPT once. Let's understand what is meaning of these all. I'll take these questions. I mean, so but understand this what is written. I'll show you the practically. Then we'll take up this question, so you'll have a better understanding on it.
okay, okay, I will read
Yeah,
no problem because you already
yeah,
shared.
yeah, yeah. Thing is that I mean, the thing is that again, right now I'm telling you the basics. Such I definitely will take an advanced question, because right now if you do not understand the basic, whatsoever I'll tell you in advance, you will won't understand.
No, no, no. That is not my concern. So it is a part of flowing of the subject only.
So
I'm not
every yeah,
distracting also. So if I'm distracting, please
yeah, yeah. So that's what I mean.
yeah.
Have patience. Whatsoever I said you, definitely at the time I will let you know. But right now, right now we are discussing a API. You ask me the Java questions.
No, no, no. I'm not asking Java question.
No,
I'm
no,
just
I'm not saying
asking
no.
large concept. How to,
No, I'm not saying that you are asking the question. You come and stuck with that word. I mean, how? So initially, first understand what I'm trying to tell you. Keep that question. I mean, whatsoever
tell
question.
you, see,
Keep
one thing I can tell you, you can say that example of the as a fruit or as a place, right? So fruit is available in such similar apple means. So where we can see that number of fruits or which pages or grams which are available in the lesser price. So that's also part of the pricing procedure of
so
the apple.
again,
The
yeah,
same way here you are explaining me the basics of the API. So
right.
the next sequence or next question will come as a so I have a huge amount of data. So how to do that uploading in the NDMS or
So,
a document? So
so
that is also part of the subject only. I'm not distracting the subject.
yeah. See,
So if I'm distracting subject, please excuse me.
so
Uh,
no, no.
I'm just asking in a
So
sequence only.
even
I'm not
Krishna, listen
asking out
also me. Yeah, listen me as well,
me.
right? I mean, just I mean, what every time to you same speak same thing. That's won't work. I
Yeah,
understood your point, and let me, yeah, yeah, let me listen also, right?
okay, you tell me.
So what I'm saying, you ask me that how to upload a document. So I'm telling you this way, right? I explain these four documents. The
No,
same way you can upload 100 documents, same way you can upload a 10,000 of documents, right? Now, second question, I ask you, answer you this. Second, you how to do that. So how to, when we will finish, then I will let you know, no, what, how to do that.
but I will
Initially,
perform.
if I let you know how to, I can make scripts like this. Are you able to understand that how to do that? If you do not understand ABCD, ABCD, and I let you know that this is the way you can write a full paragraph. Are you able to understand?
No, that is completely agree. Please don't
So
take in
no,
another.
no, I'm not taking it wrong, but I think, I mean, I understand that you have a too much questions. Right on those questions, if I say that definitely I'll take it. Right now you're thinking, I told you in initially, you can create a Java program, right? Definitely when the Java will come, I will explain you. Right now, if I explain you the Java program, and what about, and next day you will ask me that you told me the API program. So right now, if we are discussing API, just understand API first, right? Y- Are
Then
you getting my
I
point?
will answer. Whatever your
Yeah,
question.
try to understand the API first. Yes, definitely. I mean, what I mean the I mean what I mean I'm not saying that. What I think that you, I mean, if I'm telling you one, you asking me what is a two. So when I reach to two, you forget the one, right? So when we are discussing one, try to focus on one and understand one. Definitely, when we will come to the two, definitely I'll tell you the two as well. And initially I told you, until your all the queries will be over, the course will not be treated as completed. Until you write in your email that I have I mean I am done with the course, then it will be treated as completed, right? So do not think like that, and any question will be missed from I mean your question will be missed during the course. But again, I mean, even see, I mean, don't take it otherwise. I don't think so. You are reading the PPTs, and even you are forgetting previous thing. So, and everything is correlated, right? Day by day, I mean, gradually, after the 2 or 3 courses, the basic thing will be completed. Then we will come into the advanced courses where I will teach you how to write scripts in bulk. That time you will ask me what is this create, what is the L, what is the C. That time definitely you'll have the question. So focus on the CL, these methods here first. Understand the basics. Are you getting my point?
Okay.
That would be beneficial for you. You have invested huge amount. The documentum is not a tool that you are thinking towards like that. I mean, you are thinking, see, you are from PeopleSoft or some other third party application, other application. Don't treat the documentum is like that. Don't treat, or don't think like that, that documentum is that tool that everything is available over the internet. You can go and buy the product, or like that. It is not like that. Tools are not there like that.
No, no, I am unaware. That's the my.
So that's why I'm telling you, so believe on that what I'm telling you.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't know, see, for example, if you don't know, and if I'm trying to tell you that this this is the way how the things work, either you believe, right, and or just do some research as well, right? Come with the artifacts that you read something over the internet like this. Explain me, then I will try to explain you.
Okay.
But on the blindly you say that if you compare this PeopleSoft or third other, okay, this is the way how the application work, how it work in documentum. In documentum it doesn't work like that, because documentum architecture is not like that. Every application has a direct database dependency, but documentum doesn't has.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, don't take it otherwise, right?
No, 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 no.
I'm saying just utilize complete time, and definitely whatsoever. I mean, I understand you have I mean, but I will take each and every query. I mean, whatsoever query you just maintain in Excel. Frequently send me. I will take 4500 10, and even I have the people has sent me 100 of the questions, list of 100 question. I explain him all those 100 queries. Go to the sites, download interview questions of documentum. What I mean, try to focus on that. I mean, they will not ask you, I mean, the interviewer will not ask you such question as you are saying.
Okay, okay.
They have I mean, see, I have around 12 year of experience. Just try Google it, what are the documentum question, and try to see whether the questions are coming into in your mind are actually the interview questions of documentum. I mean, I mean, what you are thinking, the questions could be from your technical areas, but the questions are not being asked from the documentum side, right? Right now, what is your focus area? You should focus on what is the object, what is the type. I mean, still, I don't think so you understood the type. What is the attribute? I mean, read that ppts, understand this basic. Once you able to understand these basics, definitely you have all the answer on your own. I mean, you will able to give your answer on your own, because that time you able to correlate the things, right?
Okay, fine.
Yeah. I mean, again, don't take, I mean, definitely, I mean, if I say I will tell you in the future, definitely, because that has a lengthy process. That, I mean, how to write a program, I will, because that cannot, I cannot tell you in a within a few seconds, right?
Right, right. It
I
is
need to write a program. That why I'll make you understand.
correct, correct. Your point is absolutely valid, and
Mm.
use that.
And again, still, I'm at the end. I mean, either I first they said, until your all the queries will be answered, the course will not be uh, treated as completed, right?
Okay.
So just have a patience, have a faith on me as well,
No, no, no.
right?
I don't have any doubt, but I have doubt on myself. Like, so how to
So,
like lot of
right, I mean,
right?
yeah. So
Right.
come with the, I mean, so I mean, what is the solution? I mean, for example, you have a doubt on object. What is the objects? So try to do some efforts from your end as well. Read and come with the questions,
Okay,
not come with the blind questions,
okay, okay, okay.
right? I mean, because you have seen something else in other technology. What is there? Rather read documentum perspective, come with that. Here I have seen this is written, just make me understand.
Okay.
you
Oh,
you saw this in the documentation, make me understand.
oh,
Even again, I mean, did you get a chance that I documentation I've shared you, did you get a chance to see the 4 5 types?
yes.
Not like that, right?
No,
So,
few I have seen, but I didn't get the
yeah,
chance.
so you should have asked me, right? I mean, you should have asked me that you didn't understand, right? I mean, whatsoever you didn't understand, what is the use of it? I mean, you should come with me that question, so that you could grasp whatever we are discussing in the session.
Okay.
I mean, you could grasp, right? Because tomorrow when you'll go to that particular job and like that, I mean, you have all things clear in your mind, right?
Correct.
Right. I mean, I mean, such questions like, I mean, again, the what would be the interview question? I mean, in future, I mean, how to. I will cover these all. All I have, everything is in mapped in the PPTs. Everything is, the course is designed like that. But again, focus what we are discussing right now. I mean, what is the current topic on focused on, and try to grasp that topic. And if you, I mean, if you again, if you have a computer system, I mean, computer in the sense, if you have that particular hardware thing, then I could share you that VM. You could download VM and you can do the practice as well, right? Because that you can enhance your knowledge, right? Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So just go through PPT. I think, uh, right? You have my PPT, that PPT. Just what I explained you, this create, just try to read this create, set, what are this, right? Though I try to explain you, see this video again, and still you have doubt, I can, I mean, just try to give, utilize your time. Even you can ask me upfront. I mean, whenever you have the, you can write upfront, and I will. I mean, maybe I mean, rather, again, I mean, the futuristic question, try to see in the that are there in the that particular session, and ask the questions regarding that session, right? Okay. Okay. Then see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So tomorrow you're available on.
uh, yeah, I'm really sorry, tomorrow, I mean, is a Republic Day.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you know. I mean, let me check. I mean, and then I'll let you know. I mean, though, I mean, in case 9:30, maybe I make it possible, but I will let you know. I mean, whether this Mind Magics and they do not have a company holiday or kind of.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.